Now let's get into the Kendrick Lamar.
Yeah, brother.
Kendrick Lamar. So, like I said, we were supposed to record this podcast a little bit earlier. Thankfully, we didn't. We are a little bit later tonight recording it. And thankfully, we did because Kendrick Lamar has dropped the first. We don't even know if it's the first single of the album because the Heart series he's done. This is part 5 of the Heart series. So we don't know if it's going to be on the album or not. I'm sure it is. But he dropped the Heart part 5. We'll get into the bars and all that stuff right now, but first, I want to give my quick thoughts, just kind of like shoot them out there. And by the way, if you haven't heard the song, because I know some of you like to listen to the podcast early in the morning, immediately when it drops, sometimes you guys like to listen to it. If you haven't seen the video and heard the song, please go check it out before you listen to the podcast because, I want you kind of to get the gist of what I'm talking about here. And I don't want to ruin it for you or spoil you anything. So, fair warning right now. Pause it. Go watch it if you haven't. Go listen to it if you haven't. And then, come back and get our thoughts on it. So, the Heart Part 5, the Heart series is very great. This is Part 5 to it. The video, I watched it with the video. I didn't hear the song. I didn't listen to the song, then I watched the video. I just watched it with the video. By the way, it's like frozen the views on there because how many people are watching it probably. So, We'll see the numbers and the views on it. Then the video is like a dark red background. I don't know what the right color term for it. I know it's like a beige. I don't know which one to call it. I don't know yet. But it's a dark red. It first starts out saying, "I am all of us," with Oklahoma, which is the new kind of thing Kendrick is calling himself. And then it's like a dark red background. Kendrick's got his hair grown out. White t-shirt, black bandana, beard, light beard, and it starts out like this. As I get a little older, I realize life is perspective, and my perspective may differ from yours. I want to say thank you to everyone that's been down with me, all my fans, all my beautiful fans, anyone who's ever gave me a listen, all my people. Then the video, he's rapping, doing his thing. I'm gonna go over the bars in a little bit. Then what happens is deepfake. If you don't know what deepfake is, it's like a face swapping thing that makes it look like it's real. This technology is starting to become more and more accessible to regular people. It's actually kind of scary because it can look really, really real if, you do certain things. Like there's a guy who does deepfakes on TikTok. He pretends he's Tom Cruise. Damn. And he looks sounds like him, looks so much like him that for years, people thought it was actually Tom Cruise until Tom Cruise finally came out and said, "Hey, that's not me, man. This has nothing to do with me." So the deep fake shit is scary, and the accessibility to it is becoming more and more and more. And down the line, they even do it like they've been using deep fakes to corrupt politics. Like they use a deep fake of Ukrainian.
I'm sure they do. Yeah,
the Ukrainian president. They got a deep fake of him saying something like it was crazy, and some people believed it. This is the problem. A lot of older people don't know about this stuff. A lot of people in general don't know about deepfake.
So crazy.
So it's a scary thing to get into. But in this video, Kendrick Lamar uses deepfake, and immediately the first person that's on the deepfake is O.J. Simpson, which surprised the shit out of me. I was watching the video and just boom pops up O.J. Simpson. I was like, what the fuck is going on?
Yeah.
Then it goes to Kanye West. Then it goes to Jussie Smollett, which is that guy who faked getting attacked by racist people.
Mm-hmm.
That whole controversy of that. Then it goes to, I believe, Will Smith. Then Kobe Bryant.
Yeah.
And then towards the end, Nipsey Hussle. I could be wrong in that order, but those are the people that he deep fakes.
Right.
Nipsey actually does twice.
Doesn't he do Will Smith twice too?
I don't think he does Will Smith. I don't know. Probably.
Or maybe he kept it longer.
Yeah, Nipsey Hussle he did twice. He got into it, got back to his normal, and got back into it.
For sure.
Because he has more of a connection out of all these people. From what I've seen in the public, I don't know Kendrick Lamar personally. Publicly, he's had more of a connection with Nipsey Hussle. And honestly, I've been waiting for him to say something about Nipsey since he passed, and I was just waiting. But I knew Kendrick was going to speak about it in the music, so it is using a Marvin Gaye sample. The sample is, I believe the song is called "I Want You." by Marvin Gaye. And he references some H to the Izzo, B to the Izzy, Jay-Z bars. And then, yeah. My first thoughts, Kendrick is going in clearly. I mean, this guy is in a whole different stratosphere. What he's talking about is just bone chilling at the end. I actually my eyes started getting water because what he was talking about with Nipsey's face kind of looked real.
Yeah,
Like that was Nipsey doing the movie he's doing with his hands in the video.
Right.
Kind of looked like Nipsey. So I was like, I was getting tricked a little bit. I was like, whoa, like the way you speak in the bars is crazy. So towards the end, I was like, damn, that's crazy. And then, yeah, just the execution, everything, production. It's not, trap all the time. Something refreshing, new. And you can tell Kendrick is going to deliver something insane with these 2 albums, maybe. Because they're supposed to be Damn 2 albums. When Damn came out, they're supposed to be a blue version. Damn, it never came out with double album. So, yeah, that's my thoughts on it. It was just, obviously, I'm going to break down the bars, but.
Yeah, like I was telling you, it felt like that when he was doing the Nipsey Hussle. It felt like Nipsey wanted him to say that.
Yeah.
It's like, he got it from him.
Yeah. Yeah, that's a good way of. And it was weird just seeing Nipsey.
Yeah, it felt like I was seeing like a music video by him or something came new. I'm like, damn.
Which I'm sure they're going to do down the line. They're going to do like a, somebody that looks like him, and probably you can do that now. So, which is kind of scary and weird, honestly.
The Nipsey hit me more, like it was giving me more effect.
Yeah, I mean,
because I liked him a lot more.
Yeah,
music wise, I guess.
Yeah, no, yeah. We were huge fans of Nipsey Hussle here. And Aramis Asghedom, shout out to him too. Yeah. Same person, but Aramis is the one that you guys should not forget. The name Aramis Asghedom. That's the real person behind Nipsey Hussle. Because Nipsey Hussle is a character. Remember that. A lot of these rappers, characters, not saying that they're fake, by the way. I don't want to get that misconstrued. I'm just saying that there's different personalities. There's a real person, and then there's, the image that they have out there. Mm-hmm. So let's go over the bars. Verse 1 starts out saying, I come from a generation of pain where murder is minor, rebellious, and Margielas. I'll chip you for designer. Basically, the price of life is cheap in a lot of these ghettos, a lot of these hoods, where, people can get killed just for Jordans. There's been reports of that last time. So he just starts out by saying, listen, man, I've been here. I've been through the worst, the slums. And then he keeps going in that type of direction. I'm not going to go over every single bar, but let's go down.
Yeah, you understand how it works.
Yeah. He says, I want those going back. And then verse 2 is where the face swap starts. So within the first verse, very, very hard hitting, because when you're watching the video and you're listening to the lyrics, it's hard to keep up with both. So I have to kind of stop, process the lyrics, watch the video and stuff like that. Verse 2, this is where he switches to O.J. Simpson. The bar starts out, I said I do this for my culture to let y'all know what an N-word look like in a bulletproof Rover. He is referencing the Jay-Z H to the Izzo bars where he says, I do this for my culture to let them know what an N-word look like when an N guy's in a roaster. Now, if you remember, let's see, while Jay was rapping about a specific vehicle, Deranged Brothers, let me see. Where's the...
Working late.
Hold on, I was trying to find the lines. This could be referencing to also the O.J. Simpson, he was in that, it wasn't a Range Rover or anything like that, but it was in that vehicle, that getaway vehicle. What was that vehicle? It was like
that was in the street?
Yeah, that vehicle was like a buck.
The Bronco?
Bronco, yes. The Bronco bucks. I was trying to get it out. Yeah, that Bronco. So to let y'all know what a guy looked like in a bulletproof Rover, he's referencing a Rover, but why when he switches, he says, it reminds us of the Bronco incident where O.J. Simpson's running out on the highway with the bars. Obviously, he's referencing Jay-Z mostly here, but it was interesting to see his face switch at that moment. And then it switches to Kanye West. He says, friends bipolar, grab you by your pockets, no option if you froze up, always play the offense. If you guys know Kanye West was diagnosed with bipolar disorder back in 2016. So right when he says friends bipolar, grab you by your pockets. Kanye has openly said, well, not really openly, he's been here and there with it, but you can tell he's facing this. But Pusha T, who knows Kanye, is close to Kanye, Dame Dash, who's been around Kanye quite a few times, they both revealed that a lot of his close friends, I'm using the kind of quotes of friends, not really your friends, but they're considered friends, have tried to use him for his money.
Mm-hmm.
And dealing with that when you're bipolar is even worse because you're in mood swings, and then you're thinking, am I the crazy one here with people asking me for money and stuff? Am I the one that's wrong? Because when you're bipolar, you're going back and forth on a lot of things. So that's even worse. It just makes things 10 times worse. So with Kendrick saying friends bipolar, grab you by your pockets, I think he's referencing that when it comes to what Kanye West has been going through in his life. And then, because when Kanye and Kendrick collaborated in the No Parties in LA, Kanye addressed how one of his cousins threatened to leak Kanye West's sex tape from an allegedly stolen laptop, which heightened his trust issues. In the bars, he said, and as far as real friends, to all my cousins, I love them, even the one that stole my laptop, you dirty motherfucker. We're just trying to extort somebody for money. That's a cousin. So, like, I'm sure Kanye's going through a lot of shit with personal people trying to take your money. When you're a billionaire, you go through that. No option. If he froze up, always play the offense. Kanye usually likes to play the offense on a lot of things. Kanye will respond before anything really gets out of control, or he'll react first to something so he can get ahead of it. Kanye's always been known to do that. So, it's pretty dope, that Kendrick is like, has their face, and then he's like referencing moments of them.
Right.
Which I've never seen been done.
Yeah. Never.
Continuing on, this is where he talks about Nipsey Hussle, but I don't think the face doesn't go to Nipsey Hussle. It goes to the end. But this is where he talks about Nipsey Hussle for the first time. He says, the streets got me fucked up. Y'all can miss me. I want to represent for us. Sorry, I'm having burping.
Yes.
So yeah, the streets got me fucked up. Y'all can miss me. I want to represent for us. New revolution was up and moving. I'm in Argentina, wiping my tears, full of confusion. Water in between us. Another peer's been executed. History repeats again. Make amends, then find an N-word with the same skin to do it. So this is a lot to unpack here. So the streets got me fucked up. Y'all can miss me. I want to represent for us. Street code, a lot of crazy things happen. I'm sure Kendrick Lamar is referring to the streets and what they stand for. Sometimes he doesn't agree with it. New revolution was up and moving. Now, what I connected this to was when Kendrick hopped on the Nipsey Hussle album, Victory Lap.
Yeah.
On Dedication.
Yep.
When he's saying these bars, new revolution was up and moving, meaning where we were creating a whole new wave, a new revolution for people. Again, like Tupac and Biggie were starting to do, but then they passed away. In the Dedication bars on Nipsey Hussle's album, Kendrick at the end says, I'm at the premiere politicking with Top Nip and Snoop. Damn Pac, watching the way we grew from Dedication. So they were always getting together, politicking, trying to create new laws. Nipsey was supposed to talk with the LAPD actually the following day after he died.
Yeah.
To try to, and Snoop was as well, to try to, help the community as much as he could. Mm-hmm. So in this new song, he was like, new revolution was up and coming. We were starting to get things going. And then I hear in Argentina, Lollapalooza, Kendrick Lamar was doing a show in Lollapalooza in Argentina. This was on March 31st, 2019, which is the exact day Nipsey Hussle got killed. So imagine you hear one of your close friends dies, and then you got to go perform. How is that? That's pretty tough to do, man.
Yeah, that is.
And then have energy to pretend like nothing happened. So he starts out the show, and he's like, I hope you guys, having a great night. But then we just got wind that, one of my homies, Nipsey, died. Damn. So clearly, in these bars, saying I was in Argentina, wiping my tears, full of confusion, water in between us, meaning there's distance. Argentina's far. It's like water in between us. Another peer has been executed. History repeats again, meaning Tupac, Biggie, people passing away. Then he says they make amends for a quick moment, then find N-word with the same skin to do it. So then it just repeats again. But that's culture. He says, crack a bottle, hard to deal with pain when you're sober. As you know, substance abuse, try to get away from problems. He talks about the swimming pool. He's talked about this constantly. By tomorrow, we forget the remains. We start over. Meaning these ashes, they turn into ashes. We forget. We move on. And then it happens again. It just keeps happening again.
Cycle.
That's the problem, he says. Our foundation was trained to accept whatever follows. Dehumanize, insensitive, scrutinize the way we live for you and I. Enemy shook my hand. I can promise I'll meet you in a land where no equal is your equal. Never say I ain't told you. Nah. And land where hurt people hurt more people. Fuck calling it culture. Now, when he said these bars, in a land where hurt people hurt more people, Will Smith's face popped up. Now, what did we say when Will Smith slapped Chris Rock? What did we say at the time? We said he didn't slap Chris Rock because it's a joke. He slapped it because of how much problems he's going through.
Yeah.
Now, with not only his wife, but the public making fun of his relationship, all this stuff, the August Alsina thing. So when Kendrick's rapping these bars and Will Smith's face comes up, he's saying in a land where hurt people hurt more people. Will Smith was hurt.
Mm-hmm.
He ended up hurting Chris Rock because he's hurt himself.
Yeah.
So he says, fuck calling it culture. So he is referencing that. That's kind of crazy that he references that because
that's so clever.
this guy hasn't been active for a while. To do that was really dope.
It's crazy how he had Will Smith here. Like, this is very recent.
What?
Will Smith situation.
Yeah. I'm sure he added it in probably.
Yeah,
or maybe
he must have added in, or he just probably did this recently. This whole thing.
So, yeah, there's a lot to unpack here, man. If I went over every single bar, there's too many bars right now to unpack. It would be insane to break this song down bar for bar. So let me go a little bit further. I want to go to the Nipsey Hussle part, but then I want to talk a little bit more about the Kobe part too. Let's see.
Verse 3 now?
Yeah, I'm on verse 3. Trying to go over the celebrate new life when it come back around. The purpose is in the lessons we learn in now. Sacrifice personal gain over everything just to see the next generation better than ours. I think that was what Kobe's face was. Because Kobe believed a lot in believing yourself, mama mentality, always having drive, doing better so the next generation can do better. So I think that's when his face changed. Could have been somewhere else, but
yeah, that sounds about right.
That sounds, Kobe-like. So
because I think it was Kobe and then Nipsey.
Yeah.
Because it makes sense.
Yep. They're both from LA. Well, Kobe's not from LA, but they're both held down LA.
Right.
So, let's see. Now, this is where his face changes to Nipsey, and then he basically talks as if he was Nipsey. So this is the part that really got to me. I was like, whoa, it's great. He says, I woke up that morning with more heart to give you. As I bleed through the speakers, feel my presence. To my brother, to my kids, I'm in heaven. To my mother, to my sis, I'm in heaven. To my father, to my wife, I'm serious. This is heaven. To my friends, make sure you count them blessings. To my fans, make sure you make them investments. Nipsey was very heavy on educating people on investments. I've always seen, and to the killer that sped up my demise, this is Eric Holder, we just talked about the last episode. I forgive you. Just know your soul's in question. That's very deep. I seen the pain in your pupil when that trigger had squeezed. And though you did me gruesome, I was surely relieved. I completed my mission, wasn't ready to leave, but fulfilled my days. My creator was pleased. What did Nipsey Hussle's mom say? When she saw Nipsey Hussle dead and essentially passed away, he looked like he was at peace.
Yeah.
He looked like he had accomplished what he needed to accomplish on this earth. And that when he passed away, you can tell that his mom said it felt like his soul was like, hey, I did what I had to do. This was my journey, and it was done. So to him to reference that is very, very dope. And the way he references to make it rhyme, the delivery, the face on the video, just perfect execution. Like, this is why Kendrick, I think, to me, now we had the debate of It's like you don't get this type of shit from much
And
artists.
artists at all.
Yeah,
I can
not,
think of right now.
yeah. So let me repeat those bars because they're that good. And to the killer that sped up my demise, I forgive you. Just know your soul's in question. I seen the pain in your pupil when that trigger had squeezed, and though you did me gruesome, I was surely relieved. I completed my mission, wasn't ready to leave, but fulfilled my days. My creator was pleased. He continued, said, I can't stress how I love y'all. I don't need to be in flesh just to hug y'all. The memories recollect just because y'all celebrate me with respect. The unity we protect is above all. And now he's referencing his brother. He talks to his brother Sam, Black Sam. He said, and Sam, I'll be watching over you. Make sure my kids watch all my interviews. Make sure you live all the dreams we produce. Keep that genius in your brain on the move. And to my neighborhood, let the good prevail. Make sure them babies and the leaders out of jail. Look for salvation when troubles get real, because you can't help the world until you help yourself. And I can't blame the hood the day that I was killed. Y'all had to see it. That's the only way to feel. And though my physical won't reap the benefits, the energy that carry on emits still. I want you. So he's saying, yeah.
It really felt like it was Nipsey Hussle.
Yeah.
Just like,
Yeah,
you know.
he executed it really well, man.
Jeez, this is the first project.
Yeah.
Like, you just gave us, like, the first shit is already on fire.
Yeah. So,
God.
yeah. Let me see.
Wow, he's gonna win some crazy award for this shit.
Yeah. No. The video
Like,
is
it's just, I can't see it not happening.
yeah. So I wonder. I wonder what the reaction of his family. I don't know if they heard it.
Yeah, they're probably shit. I can't wait till he just does an interview. We can see
Who?
what the fuck. Kendrick
Yeah.
speaks about this shit.
Now this is a hell of a way, man, to speak on something like this. This is a different way of doing it. This is something. Whew. Like I was reading that, my eyes started getting watery. That's how crazy it is. Like he nailed it, man.
Yeah, he did. Good job.
Yeah. Part 5. I don't know. I don't know what to say. I'm still speechless because when I watched it, I was just like, what the hell is going on? And yeah, just execution, man. There's not many rappers can do this. Not many artists, period. Not even rappers categorized in one section. Artists, period, can do this.
Yeah, he knows how to deliver.
Yeah. That's just the first song, man. So I don't even know.
Yeah.
I don't know what to expect. You got Mr. Morale and the Big Steppers, and it's literally dropping in what, 5 days, 4 days.
Yeah, I think so.
So yeah, May. What is it? May 15th or something like that. Or no, not May 15th. May 13th. Yeah, May 15th is the giveaway.
Yeah.
I always forget like all these days are close. May 13th. So yeah, make sure all my kids watch my interviews. My neighborhood. Yeah,